In one of my last videos, I talked about how to delegate. And you might be on that delegation train after watching that video, but now you're wondering, okay, but what am I going to delegate? What am I actually going to delegate? So let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, the first thing that you can delegate is delegation, figuring out your delegation process. I would delegate that to ChatGPT. So what I would do is go into ChatGPT and say, I'm going to tell you about myself and my business, and I want you to help me figure out what I can delegate. Ideally, you're going to do some kind of time study with this as well. I find that to work the best. So you'll do a time study where it's broken down to every 15 minutes. You write in what you're doing each of those 15 minutes. I have to tell you, I know it's going to be monotonous. Every time I've done a time study, I'm like, oh, what's the point of this? And I hate it. But then I get to the end of the time study and I am blown away by how much crap I'm doing that I don't actually need to be doing, or the stuff that I'm doing that I can delegate. Every single time. It's like new things come in that I have taken off my plate, old things, new things come in. It fills up the time. And I'm like, no wonder I am feeling tired right now. You'll be surprised, I think, by what you're actually spending time on when you're doing the time study. So step one, do a time study. Step two, you're going to copy and paste that into ChatGPT, as well as talking about what you do, what you want to be doing in your business, like the things that only you can do. For me, that is content. I love creating content, but also that's one of the main things that only I can do. And then also helping my students, my clients, my team can help with that too. But there's some things that are just a me thing that I want to be doing. So those are the main things I personally focus on: is creating more content, visibility. It's anything that has to do with like my face being out there and being on video. Those are the things that I do. And then my team takes care of the rest. So what that looks like for me is, like I said, step two, putting it into ChatGPT and asking it to analyze your time, analyze what it is that you need to do, and then come up with not only a list of things that you can delegate, but also a plan to delegate. Now, with a plan to delegate, I would recommend at least a 30-day period, ideally 60 or 90 days, where you're easing into handing those things off and your team is easing into taking those on. And so after I have the plan and the list of what I can delegate, my next step is to start recording the videos that my team can turn into SOPs. So some of the things that we delegate over here, we delegate responding to some of my emails. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And how we do it is that Cindy, who's my right-hand person, she'll let me know if there's an email I need to respond to personally. Otherwise, she can take care of it. For example, if there's anything about booking like sometimes I'll do presentations for organizations or for audiences. And so she'll take care of setting that up and getting the link and things like that. Or if somebody says, oh, I need to update my credit card for AI Copy Club, we have a link for that now, or they can do that, or she'll take care of it too. So we have a few options there on what we can do, but we have a process where she identifies, can I answer this or does Brittany need to answer this? So that's one of our main things. Uploading. My VA Judy uploads everything, which I'm so grateful for. I can't tell you how much I hate uploading stuff. So she uploads everything, including this video and or podcast, depending on where you're listening to it. We also have responding in Facebook groups. Sometimes Cindy will respond to things, often I will. But if there's something I need to respond to, she'll mention me or tag me and let me know. Those are a few things that we do. I now delegate the creation of landing pages, sales pages to my team as well. That's not something that I do anymore for the most part. If it's something that needs to be done really quick, sometimes I'll do it if I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with it yet, if I don't 100% know the copy. But even that, the copy, often I will outsource that to ChatGPT and I will record my thoughts, upload the transcript of me recording my thoughts about that offer, and then have ChatGPT pull from that transcript to create the sales copy. And then my VA or Cindy would take that sales copy and then upload it into the sales page. Emails, I do those still using ChatGPT. Again, I record my thoughts and then I ask it to create the audio or create the email. I also take audio from like podcasts or things like this and then have it take the transcript from that and turn it into emails as well. So those are a few ways that we use it. We have a tiny team. So I have 2 people in a machine that I can outsource and delegate to. But beyond those things, there's really not a lot that we do. There's not a lot that I do. Creation of any kind of lead magnet, any kind of images, that's all Cindy. And not all Cindy. Judy does social media posts and social media images. Uploading to the member area, Judy does that for us. Any kind of uploading, Judy's going to do. Image creation, either Judy or Cindy do. Slide decks, Cindy does. Really, I don't do a lot of those things. I really just do the content creation at this point, because that's what I like to do. And that's the thing that only I can do, because it has to be my face. It will not always be that way, especially if we decide at some point we want to sell a company. If you've ever read Built to Sell, it can't just be the business owner's face if you eventually want to sell. At this point, I have no plans to it. So that's why you're seeing my face or hearing my voice. But at some point, if we wanted to grow and expand and sell, we would need to add in others as well, not just ourselves. But overall, I create the content. I go to networking events. I have like those one-on-one conversations, and my team does literally everything else. It is a small team. It is a mighty team, but it all started with being willing to delegate, having those SOPs in place, figuring out what it is that we could delegate. Anything that I find myself doing that is taking a long time or is not as efficient, I will delegate that because I know my team can do that way better. And those are things that we delegate. I hope that was helpful to see. And good luck on your delegating journey. My name is Brittany Long. I am the Queen of Evergreen, founder of Win with Systems, AI Copy Club, and Impact Driven AI. Talk to you soon.